The following is a non-profit internet review series meant as a supplemental storyline to a community mass playthrough. Both entities are protected under the fair use rules of international copyright laws. Pokemon and all other related franchises represented in Super Smash Bros. Are all owned by Nintendo, Sega, Konami, Capcom, Namco Bandai Enterprises, and Square Enix Limited. Any specific headcanons represented are credited to the writer behind said interpretation, and the targeted material is owned by its respective producers. Please support the official release. Do you have any idea how pissed the boss is at you? Careful, Sword Hand. We'll save this pretender for later.
My name is Meatwad. I'm a beef blob. I'm an igloo. Alright, dog. I'm straight. What? Forget the beat. You mess with me, you get concrete feet. I got jacked by the cops and shot potato tots. Busted the noodle knives for singing moonrise. Lemon nose. Right a corner fudges, man. Spraying booties with my ice cream straw. Treat my hoes like a coffee club. Got a Meatwad watch and lemonade shake. The fries go with that. Here comes the jump break.
So there's a lot of fuss going down with Koei Tecmo keeping Dead or Alive Extreme 3 locked up overseas in fear of the feminazis that are afraid to take away their booby shots and panties. It is a clear-cut force of censorship, yes, and I happily support PlayAsia's efforts to combat this. But we're not here to talk about that fruity little pile of stupid. Because, for starters, it's a spin-off title and not an actual part of the mainstream series. 2, the franchise has been going downhill since its original creator ditched the company wholesale. 3, the feminazis that have actually figured out that their supposed champions are literal whores have moved on to actually voting with their wallets and supporting quality alternatives. And 4, it's just disposable spank material people will forget about anyway. What we are going to talk about is a magical girl oldie, so grab your crayons, grab your pencils, cause I'm about to take you to school! Released in 1984 by Studio Pierrot of all things, Persia the Magical Fairy was about a young lass from the Serengeti who ended up being brought over to Japan by twin brothers Riki and Gaku in order to live with their parents who run a grocery shop. During the return flight, she is tasked with making people's lives better in order to save the world of the lovely dream through mundane activities. Riveting. Nothing the Pierrot Magical Girl formula can't solve! What it is, you're going to have to watch the review and see for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen of the mob, time to riot loose with a fandom arson of Persia Magical Fairy. Episode 5, Ultimate Champion. Belts up, gang. We're about to land. We open the episode with Riki arguing with his girlfriend over something, I don't know. And the girl has Riki get dunked on. Ugh. Do I miss the days when anime girls knew how to do karate? Gaku spots the lesson of the episode that a couple fighting is a sign that no couple is perfect and they want to iron out all the kinks through that method. And why the fuck is this lesson being brought up? Wrestling, huh? This gives me so many opportunities for jokes right there, I can tell you this. And so Persia is taken to a wrestling match. More specifically, it's a tag team diva competition with 2 leading ladies called Oscar and Andre, the lovely pair! The reason these up-and-coming divas from Japan sport such familiar names is to honor the greats that made us the best of the business. I can honestly see Vince, Steph, even Triple H struggle to justify these two in the here and now. They really are that creatively bankrupt. But what's this? The reference to Andre the Giant wants to do a solo career? They'll be creamed by network brass sicking John Cena at the two of them faster than you can say Hollywood Hulk!
私を見捨てないでね。あなたがいないと私何もできないの。オスカル。
Oh, for the love of God, will you two just fucking ship already? And here's where I gotta gush, folks. The animation on the wrestling scenes are superb, even by 80s anime standards. The guys at Puro really knew what they were doing back in the day. And yet I wonder if this man's having a seizure. Seriously, call 911, you guys. Get help!
電車わかるか？この戦いの大海原がライブする女のロマンが見ろこの躍動する筋肉
That's what she said. But man, does Andre simply dominate her opponent here. But does she finish her off? Nope. Instead, she passes the buck to Oscar for a flipping finisher, sealing the deal for the lovely pair in what one of the members considered to be a hollow victory.
ワンドレ君はそれで満足なのか
I'm not sure, Discount Randy Savage. Is Andre satisfied?
私はオスカルの引き立て役じゃないわよ。
Guess not. Persia goes to see what all the hoo-ha's about with the pair, and after a brief struggle sealed up with a fist, Andre exposits about her backstory.
私とオスカルはね、幼馴染なの。
Hello! Flashback? DeeP. To sum up, they've stuck together from the grade school scene to the wrestling ring, and they want to take it to the next level with a wedding ring. Ooh. Problem is, Oscar's so dependent on Andre, so it's going to be tough for the former to live beyond Andre. That's reasonably deep for the 80s. Kudos. And just what is the solution, you may ask? Yep. It's one of those older alter ego magical girls. Give an 8-year-old girl a magic wand, have her wave it around, make her say some shit, and it turns her into an 18-year-old cutie pie with the ability to do anything on top of being the center of sexual tension. I don't know why most magical girl shows don't go this route these days. It's more of a self-confidence type of thing, who knows. But hot damn, does this one whip some ass? And the nay-nay of that voice. Oh, it's the blob! After a week or two of wrestling training, Persia pimps into the scene as the Flying Lion. She ain't one of us! She ain't wearing the standard WWE black! She challenges Oscar to a solo mask, but Andre ain't having that shit. So she engages the Flying Lion instead. It turns out well.
Wow. Fail.
With her leg disjointed, Andre is unable to fight the Flying Lion, so Oscar will have to face off against our heroine solo after all. It'll just be on WrestleMania, which is probably a few weeks away given this show. Well, to be fair, it's all based on my personal assumptions. It makes asses out of you and me, yes, but the show's pretty vague about the passage of time because... it's an anime from the 80s, what do you expect? Oh, and what's this? Andre's getting married.
そんな、それじゃあラブリーペアはどうなるの？
Nothing. You're still getting paid to knock other people senseless together. That comes with the job of being professional wrestlers. What, are you afraid of living alone?
私、一人になるのが怖くて。
Send all of your hate mail to the email address at the bottom of your screen. And they're off! Flying Lion engages in a bitch slap, but she refuses to fall as she rebounds and oh! Sweet Sebas, and out of the ring she goes. I gotta hand it to the Japanese. This is the most fun we've had since the Attitude Era. Can't find that with John Cena. It seems all hope is lost for the fair half of the lovely pair, but Asuka is reminded via flashback of the courage that has brought her to this gutsy career in the first place. Like you do. Just go with it, the episode will be over faster. And so, a new chapter begins. Breaking out her comrade's finishing move, Asuka seals the deal for the first time in her solo career. And so the lovely pair and Andre's fiance, if they want to keep this dynamic duo in the closet like you would in the 80s, can all live filler episode ever after.
This episode is splendid. I can tell you that, brother, with a positive feminist message and a relatable issue to boot. This just goes to show you that mankind has been respecting the fair sex in the media for longer than you give credit for. Despite what the Sarkeesian succubus will brainwash you into thinking. Quality animation from the 80s and stellar vocal performances. This is one you need to see for yourself. And oh lordy, is this impression putting a strain on my vocal cords.
Alright. 2 episodes left. 3 days till we deploy Subject 15, and it's a really bad day to be a Happy Meal right now. I'm making this broadcast to my fellow voices, as well as the young lady known as Baba, Subject 11A on our list of hosts and hostesses over the past 2 years. We've been through hell and back spreading your message of democracy down in the dingo-ridden hellhole of ore, taking the occasional breather to protect the rest of the world in 3 times of dire crisis. And during all 3 of these times, we've had one phrase in our minds. Wait for Baba. And wait for you we did, for we knew you had a long journey ahead of you. And we knew we could plow through each and every establishment of the twin monarchies of the twin countries sandwiched between ore. That didn't come out right. And for that, we can anticipate what you're about to say, so we're going to save you the trouble and say, you're welcome. You know, having to say goodbye this day possibly can't get much worse, even if a popular mod for a popular fighting game was suddenly silenced. Oh, wait!
Hit the lever!
Yeah, I bet you didn't expect me to talk about Project M on Fuck Konami News, all the news that's fit to make you say fuck Konami. It turns out that not only will Roy, Jigglypuff, and Zero Suit Samus will be getting additional costumes, but the next version of Project M features Knuckles, Lyn, and Isaac from the Sonic the Hedgehog, Fire Emblem, and Golden Sun franchises in the roster, with Advanced Wars' own Sammy not too far behind as a lighter and faster semi-clone of Solid Snake. And we ain't getting dip and shit, because Konami's probably willing to send the dev team to the slammer, because Brawl includes Solid Snake. I understand that Nintendo's been lax with the Brawl modding community, but with Konami's evil scheme to turn geeks into gamblers, of course they're going to take down every mainstream fan project with Kojima's ideas plastered onto it. This sadly means they're all that's left in keeping old PM alive in the tournament scene, a task easier said than done, with all the major tourneys having moved on to Smash for Wii U. So, fuck Konami and good luck on your future endeavors, Project Tim Backroom. We'll see you in Wave Dash. Ladies and gentlemen of the mob, thanks for riding loose with our fandom arson. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you're a conformist. And until next time, good fight, good night, and stay safe, Seattle.
I'm at Comic-Con!
Flash.
But you don't have to take my word for it. What sort of opinions do you have on this particular subject? Drop us a line in the comments section. Hit us up on social networks and such. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you're a conformist. And if you're new here and you like what we do, please drop us some loot on your local Patreon. Ladies and Gentleman Moth, thanks for riding loose with our fandom arson. And as always, good fight, good night, and stay frosty.
Archaeologists found this in the Pillow Catacombs.
The presents.
Alphanumeric.
Why do cable outlets keep on broadcasting me? All my new shows are shit.